Anyway, I think we're gonna get started. So, continue the journey. So, we are back with more The Longest Journey. I almost said The Walking Dead. I don't know why I almost said that, but we are back with The Longest Journey. The Longest Journey. Logic. Makes sense. Alright, so last we left off, we got warped into another realm? Into another world called Arcadia, and we learned a lot about two different worlds and like some god or something being quitting their job and just not like taking control of making the worlds happy separately. So now everything's falling apart, and now we are, yeah. Wait, are we going? Which way are we going? Back? Forth? Oh. There you are. Wait. Go back. What is this? What was this? Oh, that was just me, huh? Okay. So, what do I have to say? What's going on?
It's Vestrum Tobias Grensred.
Grensred. What a freaking name. Okay.
Excuse me.
How do I get home? Do you know Brian Westhouse? Yeah, that's kind of important.
Do you know a man named Brian Westhouse?
Westhouse? That old goat? Yes, unfortunately. What would you with him?
I need to find him.
I do not know where he lives. I hear somewhere on the outskirts of the city by the sea, but I cannot tell you any more than that.
Who would know about him?
Who'd know about Westhouse?
His whereabouts? I do not understand what you would with him. He is rude, uncultured, and ignorant.
Cortez told me to look him up.
Well, I do not know where he lives or frequents, but someone at the market may. He trades merchandise there, and I think he collects maps of the Northlands.
What was that noise? Did I get something in my journal or something? And tell me more about Cortez.
What do you know about Cortez?
Your mentor? What has he told you about himself?
Barely anything.
Not much. Nothing, in fact. He's a complete mystery to me.
To learn something about someone, the best way to go about it is to ask them yourself. There is nothing I can do to enlighten you.
But who is he?
He is who he is, what he is. If he has not told you himself, then perhaps he does not wish you to know. It would be improper for me to divulge his secrets.
You're as bad as he is. No offense. It's just frustrating.
I understand. The next time you see him, tell him what you have told me. Maybe he will tell you the truth, maybe he will not. It is his choice to make.
So you guys are all vague. Like, why? Yes, and someone does not really like him. So how do I get back to Stark?
How am I supposed to get back to Stark?
The only way to get back is through a shift. You are a shifter, April, and the power to travel between worlds is within you.
But I did it once. That doesn't make me a professional.
It might be within me, but it doesn't look like it's coming out anytime soon.
I wish I could help you, but I cannot. You must find the path on your own.
Thanks. Let's ask about Arcadia.
Do you mind if I ask you some questions about Arcadia?
I will try my best to answer any question you may have, April.
The history?
What's the history of Arcadia?
There is so much I do not know where to begin. In truth, It would be wiser to ask someone else, unless you wish to know about the Fathers, the Balance, or Mudhoppers.
Mudhoppers.
Mudhoppers?
Mudhoppers?
My secret passion. I study them. They are a most fascinating species. Most fascinating indeed. But I'm not
Mudhoppers?
practically versed in the intricacies of history, I'm sorry to say.
Mudhoppers? What's Marcuria like?
What's Marcuria like?
I have lived in this city all my life, and still it amazes me what a diverse, exciting, and wonderful place it is. Many have called Marcuria the jewel of the Northlands, and they are right. But it is a diamond in the rough. A city this size can never be flawless. There are always shadows, and people who hide in them. Lately, the shadows have grown and darkened, and I fear for the future. But Marcuria is still a wonderful place to live.
It does make me think of frogs, too. Northlands?
What are the Northlands?
The Northlands is a collective term for all the lands north of the Great Sea, and south of the border mountains, including Ireed, Tyran, and Khorasan. Before, however, the word Northlands was used to describe this entire continent, including the territories north of the mountains and the icy wastes beyond that. Some still prefer the latter interpretation of the name. And to the people of the Southlands, anyone hailing from north of the Great Sea is a Northlander regardless.
Ariad?
Tell me a little about Ireed.
Ireed.
Ireed means both unification and assembly in High Tongue, and many still call Ireed the unified country, even though it is an age and a half since the lands of the north joined together in alliance. Ireed stretches from the plains of Nedra in the north to the Great Sea in the south, and from the territories of Tyran in the west to the thick woodlands in the east. It is populated by humans and Dolmare, Tyran, and a number of other races. It is even said that a tribe of Venar have a ring of trees in Riverwood, though I'm not sure that is anything but a myth.
What else about
What
Marcuria?
else can you tell me about Marcuria?
Marcuria is the capital of Ireed, the unified country, and we are located on the southern coast of the Northlands, halfway between Tyran and Khorasan. Between the Snapjaw and the Gatebeast, some might call it. Between the embers and the fire. Yet democracy and peace have reigned for thousands of years now, and although relations may at times be strained with our tyrant neighbors, the High Council are masters of diplomacy. And Lord Igvandellan is a firm and just chief counselor of the Ireedan flag.
Thanks for the information.
I'm glad I could assist you.
See you later.
I'll see you later.
You will? If you say so, then it must be true.
Okay, so let's check our journal because I believe... Nope, nothing. Why did I get that boo-doo-doo noise? I don't know. So... Alright, so we have to find that Brian guy, and he's by the water, which tells me that we need to get the ship, but the ship won't sail unless it's windy, so we have to find some way to make it windy? If I'm understanding this all correctly? There's a lot of stuff to do. It's getting a lot more complicated than it needs to be. Okay. So, I have no money, I can't buy things. Can't go that way. So I literally have to go over there, and we're gonna speed this up. Oh! City gates, the pier. Let's go to the pier. The pier! The pier! The pier! Okay.
Assorted cargo.
That's a sailor.
It's a small ship.
That's the city in the background.
It's a small ship.
Okay. There's gotta be something else I can look at besides boat. Boat. A small pier. I guess we'll talk to this guy again.
It's a sailor.
I don't know what he has to say, but
Hello. Bye.
nothing. Alright, so can't really do anything there. Go back to the small pier. Does it take me to the map? Oh, I didn't even go over here. Okay. So there is something. An old sailor.
The old man and the, ocean? Looks like a lifetime at sea has left his tracks on him.
Wonder if
Better
this...
a lifetime at sea than a day in a dress and a brassiere.
I wonder if this is Brian Westhouse. Maybe? They said he's by the water.
Hello, old man.
I got me no treasure, and I got me no map of no buried treasure. I just be an old sailor with no ship, so leave us be.
Us? There's only you. What are you doing? Why is your hands all weird? And why do you sound Scottish? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Mending nets, of course. What it look like I be doing?
I'm not well versed in maritime customs.
Mar what? Ah, yous mean sea life, do you not? Ah, the smell of the salty sea, the lapping of waves on your ship, the spray of cold water on your face, plump maidens in every part. Aye, I tell yous, I be having stories about the sea.
Isn't it ironic that, well, I don't even know if ironic's the right term for it, but hundreds and thousands of years ago, big, I don't want to say fat, but chubby women were considered the most ideal sexually attracted women ever. And nowadays, if you see magazines and stuff, it's like you have to be a rail, and then that's what's attractive, what's considered sexy. But like, it's funny to see us evolve from that to this, and now we're trying to go back to what it was. Isn't that weird? Like, I always think about that. It's like, huh, interesting. What's in the chest?
What have you got in that chest?
What chest?
The one you're
The
sitting
one you're
on.
Sitting on.
Oh, that be no chest, girl. That be me stool. Aye, me stool, carved into the uncanny likeness of a chest.
That's
But
dumb.
What's in it?
No priceless treasure, that be for sure. Nothing at all. It be empty.
Really though, what's in the chest?
No, really. What's in the chest?
Oh, live snakes. Aye, snakes that'll
No.
bite your face off before you have time to jump. Better leave them be then.
Snakes. Still want to know what's in the chest.
I'm still curious about that chest.
Right. I be telling yous. Curse the balance, girl. You never give up, do you?
This is only the third
I
time
be
I've asked
having
you.
no real treasure in here, like I told ye. But it be where I keep me personal articles and things I be picking up now and then on me travels.
Well, that's fine. You should have just said
Me
that from the
bed, it's
get-go.
where I be keeping me bed before I be losing him. I be a stupid old man. He be my best friend. I ain't nobody else around to talk to, you see, on account of him being a talking bird.
It's the talking bird's in the cage. We have to get him the talking bird.
What happened to your talking bird?
I be cheated out of him. Aye, that cups handler on the marketplace be cheating me in a full game of cups, and I be having to give me bird up to try to win me money back.
And what happened?
You lost.
He be taking me bird when I be choosing the wrong cup. Aye, my best friend taken from me. Cursed to be the balance. It be all lonesome now.
Aw.
The worst part is that me bird is now a prize to be won. A prize in the cups game. Beat the handler thrice and you win a prize of your choice, me poor bird.
What's your bird's name?
Bird.
Oh,
Bird. Just bird. Share some
care
stories.
to share some of your maritime stories with me?
Matter what? Ah, tales of the sea, right? Sure, sweetie, I'd be happy to. Now, what stories be I wanted to hear then?
Anything.
Any tale of your exciting adventures will do.
I be having plenty of tales to tell. There be the tale of me adventures in the Baksheevan Empire, if you'd be interested. It'll be a tale of grand romance, just up your alley, be sure of it.
Also, why is I think it's his hair. His hair is like all zigzaggy in the back, like his ponytail. It just looks really weird. Yeah, let's hear it.
Sure, that sounds like a fine story.
Aye. It be near on 50 years ago that I was a mate on a sturdy old lady called the Three-Legged Whore.
The what?
Oh
What
my
would ye
god.
say? She was called the Thrifty Horse, she was. Aye, that be her name. The Whittle Whatsit.
You
What?
don't remember the ship's name.
The three-legged
do you?
whore? I like that better.
Anyways, I be a young mate then, and we be anchored in Monterva, the grand western port of the once glorious Baksheevan Empire. I be having ship leave until the following evening, and it be me first visit to that exotic and dangerous port. So I sets out to have a look around. Now, bear in mind that Monterba be ruled by a mock. Like all large Baksheevan cities. In principle, the mock be having to report to and pay half of all taxes to the emperor in Port Altaban. But with the Baksheevan Empire having all but crumbled into pieces, the provinces do be having the power to do pretty much as they be wanting. And so I sets out on me own that day to explore the city. Now, bear in mind that all the cities of the Southlands, and that be me adventures in the once
We fell
glorious
asleep.
empire of Bakshiva. And that be how I meet me bird. How I see
Me bird
this
bird.
and the romance the
Bird bird.
mock's daughter. How I be chased from Monterba by the mock's soldiers, and how I be the first man to walk across the desert of Shangagriel, the wastelands, and how I be getting this awful rash on. Girl, you do not be sleeping, do you?
No, we're not sleeping. We're fine.
What? What? Sleeping? No. Just concentrating really hard. Good story, though. Solid material. Ever considered doing a book?
Aye, but the agents in Marcuria be bloodthirsty vampires with no thought but to milk your life's blood.
Oh, so they take an outrageous commission then?
No, they actually be bloodthirsty vampires with a penchant for biting your neck when you ain't be looking.
Huh.
Well done. Alright, so the bird is his. We have to get him the bird. I'm not doing the stories again, so I'm just gonna get going.
I'd better get going.
Yous young'uns all be always running around. Everything be so important. He's be having no time to sit down and take a breath. So go. Be not wasting your time here with me.
Okay. Just doing the net thing again.
I wouldn't feel too comfortable about sailing anywhere in that. It's like a toy boat for children.
The old sailor. The big boat. Lighthouse.
It's a lighthouse. The blue fire's burning bright, a safe beacon for weary sailors, and a magnet for flowery prose.
So... let's go back to the big boat. And then to the city. What's going on here? Oh, can't go this way? Huh. Weird. Let's run to the city gates. So we have to figure out how to have money. And to play a game. Unless he can let us play for free. Which is also a possibility, but...
He's selling a variety of fresh shellfish and other, delicacies. She's selling a variety of fresh fish.
Is there anything here that's interesting?
He's selling musical instruments.
That's funny.
I'm not in the market for an instrument at this particular moment.
Okay. I wonder if we have something. Oh, maybe we could use... Let's go back to the marketplace. I have an idea. Go to the stalls. I wonder... Let's talk to him, because we might be able to use the ring we have. Let's, save. Here. Let's see what kind of inventory we have. We have an eyeball, the monkey eye, we have the gold ring, we have candy. We might be able to use the gold ring. He might want the ring, so let's talk with him. Might be able to kind of dumb him into it.
How about a game of cups today?
Let's say sure.
Okay, let's go.
Just place your bet, investment, on the table and the game will begin.
Let's try the ring. Yep. The gold
Is that
ring.
gold? Only valid Arcadian coin in iron and other precious metals allowed at my table, young lady. Take your worthless gold elsewhere.
Gold? Worthless? Now I have heard everything.
So I can't use the gold. Can I use an eyeball? No. Can I use candy? No. Attack? No. So weird. I gotta try to get money or something.
Maps.
Looking for
I'm
Brian.
looking for Brian Westhouse.
Briar west of house. It's not on any of my maps, and I've never heard of it. Maps.
It's a man, not a place, Mr. Brian Westhouse.
I would most certainly remember a name as queer as that, and I don't. Get your maps while they're fresh.
Mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Yes, maps.
Thanks for your help.
Nope, don't have anything to ask him. Can we talk to the bird?
Bye.
Maps, get your fresh maps here. Buy 2, get the second.
Can...
Talking bird.
There's gotta be a way we can get money.
In a world without the screen, that's what Pat.
This is me. Do I have anything in my diary? No.
Wonder if that's supposed to be anybody in particular, or just any old head.
Can I give anything to the bird? Can I give him this? No. Can I give him the gold ring? No. Can I give him the eyeball? No. Jeez. I gotta figure out a way to get money. Oh, let's go to the temple. I don't think I've ever been there. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I have been here. It's this temple! Is there anything over here? No. Can't go that way. How do I get coin?
Excuse me.
Hmm.
Who did you say I should see about Westhouse?
The map merchant at the market may know. There is one thing I must tell you, however. Few would know Westhouse by his real name.
Oh.
In the city, he is known as the Rolling Man.
The Rolling Man.
Because of his strange two-wheeled vehicle. A most dreadful and dangerous contraption if I ever saw one.
A bicycle?
Perhaps. It has a grotesque appearance, much like the Westhouse himself.
Okay, so we've just triggered that.
Can I ask you?
Why, certainly.
How do I get money?
Thanks for the information.
I'm glad.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
You keep...
Okay. So now we gotta go back to the map guy and ask about the Rolling Man, because the Rolling Man is someone that they would know versus...
Maps!
Okay. Rolling Man.
Can you tell me where the Rolling Man lives?
Maybe, maybe not. Why?
Because I need to find him.
Sorry, guild rules. I'm not allowed to divulge any personal information about my customers.
Maps! But I need to know.
I really need to know where the Rolling Man lives.
Sorry, can't do.
Please? Pretty please.
I'll give you a ring.
No, 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 young lady. Don't give me that doe-eyed look. Don't. Ah, blasted be the balance. You're giving me that doe-eyed look, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
I still can't tell you, though. I got maps.
Please?
Please tell me where the Rolling Man lives.
No, can't do, miss. I can't divulge personal information about my customers.
Oh, who's this?
You're late again. And you know what else? You're fired. Give me back the delivery list and get your sorry blue skin elsewhere. Hired hell. Bah, never hire a
Okay.
Domari to do a human job.
And how are you going to deliver your maps now?
What are you gonna do now without a delivery boy?
Hire a new one, of course. Blasted be the balance. That means I'll have to pay the damn fee to the Guild of Merchants. Damnation.
What if I helped?
Maybe I could help you out.
You? How?
Deliver your maps.
Quick, honest, and reliable, and I've got a lot of experience in the service industry.
Perhaps a female errand boy could work if the Guild of Merchants don't find out.
I won't tell them if you don't.
Mind the pay is not much, only a single errand per delivery.
That's
plus
how we get our
whatever
money.
tip the customer may see fit to give you.
Okay. Sure.
I'll take the job, if you want me.
Agreed. Maybe you'll even bring in some new business. Here's the delivery list for today and your first map. It's for the captain of the White Dragon. Nebeve, I think his name is. You'll find him in the harbor.
It's probably by the boat. Okay. So,
Oh, and remember to have the customer sign the delivery list. The guild are sticklers for protocol. No signature, no money, no new jobs.
okay.
Bye now.
Maps, fresh, detailed, life-saving maps.
Okay. So let's go to... Go to the city. Go to the pier. Give him... one map of the Sea of Songs to Captain Horatian Nebeve of the White Dragon. Okay. So just of the Sea of Songs. So let's give that to him. No? Is it this dude? Is it this dude? Maybe? No. Maybe we need to talk with him.
Hello.
Is this the White Dragon?
Is this the White Dragon?
That's what the big white letters on the prow spell out. What do you think?
I'm looking for the captain. Is he around?
Oh god, he's
What
the
would you
captain.
with the captain of the White Dragon?
I have a map.
I have a delivery for him. A map from the map merchant at the temple market.
Aye. I be Captain Horatio Nebeve of the White Dragon, fastest vessel there ever was. Hand the map over, girl. With Jarl's blessing, the wind will return soon, and I can leave this accursed harbor for sunnier shores.
But you need to sign the thing. Sign this first. No? Do I just hand you your map? Guess I just hand him the map.
Thank you. There's an errand for your trouble.
I need you to sign the thing, though. Sign this.
Sign this, please.
What is it?
I need your signature to confirm that you've received the map.
Map? What map?
The one I just gave you.
Oh my god.
Oh, that one. Sorry, I never put my signature on a piece of paper.
Sign it or I'll kill you. Why not?
Brings bad luck to give a piece of yourself in that manner. A signature has untold powers. It's part of your soul. I can't sign away my soul.
Who said that?
Who told you that signing a slip of paper is bad for your soul?
I'm from Gien, and we're a spiritual people. Our souls are in balance with our bodies, and the great Mojal has taught us not to endanger this balance. Signing my name, giving a piece of myself in that manner, breeds corruption and imbalance within. And it pisses the Mojal off no end.
And that's why you choose to make my life difficult?
Hey, blame organized religion.
Wow! This game has already solved all of the problems ever in the world, ever, by that sentence. Holy shit. Can't write, can you?
You can't write, can you?
Pardon?
That's what this is all about. You can't write.
So what? So what if I can't write? So what if I was born at sea and never spent more than a month ashore ever since? I still won't sign your accursed paper, by Jal.
Just X.
Look, all you have to do is sign an X next to your name on the list.
You can't trick the great Mojal. The Mojal's untrickable.
That's not trickery. It's legally binding.
I said no.
I'm not leaving.
Is there anything I can do to get you to sign?
No. Well, yes. But no.
Look, Captain, I'm desperate here. I really, really need some kind of signature.
Well, there's always music.
You're gonna write a song down on the piece of paper?
What's music got to do with you signing my list?
Nothing. But it distracts the Mojal.
What are you talking about? Why would you need to distract the Mojal?
I can't sign when there's a chance the Mojal is watching. Music distracts the Mojal. Ergo, I can sign.
But doesn't that mean the Mojal is always distracted? I mean, there's always music somewhere in the world.
The Mojal has an eye and an ear for every acolyte. And straying from the path can bring great wrath upon us.
Granted, I know very little of the Mojal. But seriously, maybe you should look into alternative religions?
Blasphemy! Besides, I only have to visit the temple once every 2 years, and the membership fees are quite reasonable.
So if I play music?
So, if I play some music, you'll sign?
Aye. I'll give you that much.
I'll be
Alright.
back.
I don't doubt
So I gotta
for a
go get
second.
music. But I don't have money. This is gonna be tough. Okay. Go to the city. And then I gotta get an instrument. Right? Totally. You are so right.
What's your, most affordable instrument? That's cute. The flute, right? And how much for the flute? I'm guessing that's 1 Aaron? He's selling the flute for 1 Aaron, I think.
So I have to use... Oh, God. So I have to use this.
I'll have the flute. That's 1 Aaron, isn't it?
Okay. Did it freeze?
As luck would have it, I
Oh.
actually know how to play a flute. Not very well, but I'm sure the, Mojal won't mind.
I love that. I love it. Okay. Go to the docks. To the ship. And then let's play music. Oh god, it's really bent looking.
It's a wooden flute.
Oh, it's a wooden flute.
Hello.
See.
Bye.
Okay, so I just have to play the flute. Did it do anything for you?
It's Captain Horatio Nebuve of the White Dragon.
Or do I have to trigger it with this?
I'm ready to play some music if
There
you're
you
ready
go.
to sign.
Aye, go on, but don't stop until I'm done signing, or the Mojal will surely wreak vengeance on us both.
Sure. Whatever. So ridiculous.
Done. Here you go. And don't ever ask me to sign anything ever again.
I can pretty much guarantee you that.
Okay, so let's look at it. An X! Oh my god.
It's Captain Nebuve's, signature. Can't believe I went through all that just to get a simple X.
What a dick. Alright. So now I gotta go to the city, back over here, back here, back in here, to the marketplace, back to the stalls, and then it took that long to write an X. Yes, it did. For some reason.
Right. Your next assignment is a map of Shangagriel to the Rolling Man. Hold on. Did you not ask me about him earlier today?
I did.
No, that wasn't me. That was somebody else.
I could have sworn. Well, no matter. Do you know how to get to the Rolling Man's house?
No.
I forget.
Let me explain then. Now, pay attention because this is complicated. He has chosen to live in the most inaccessible place in the city, but I guess he has his reasons. First, you head west off the marketplace on Oak until you get to a tiny little apothecary, Mrs. Cassop's Herbs and Oils, where you turn north on South Street. Confusing that, for about 4 minutes of brisk walking. That's when you see a large grove of trees. It's a memorial to those who died in the last war with the tyrant back the balance knows when. Can't see why they choose to remind us of that, where you'll turn left.
That's west?
No, left. That'll take you back south, but onto North Street instead. And that keeps you out of the Dalmari neighborhood. Down that way, nasty, nasty neighborhoods.
What?
Keep walking south for about, or was that north? Wait, north on South Street,
Oh my
south on
God.
North Street, or the other way around.
This is why
Anyway,
Google Maps
find
was
the
invented.
Rose Bridge off Iread Avenue and cross it.
There's a river?
No, just a bridge. The river disappeared 500 years ago. No one knows what happened to it. After you've crossed the bridge, you'll be on the western slopes of Marcuria.
And that's where West House... I mean, the Rolling Man lives.
No, far from it, but you need to pass through that part of Marcuria to get to the Rolling Man. Keep south and watch out for the livestock. They're likely to attack in that part of town.
What?
Eventually you'll get to a large circular square. That's where they used to hold executions back when the city was civilized.
You call murder civilized?
Better than locking people up for years, as any level-headed person would tell you. Our freedom cannot be curtailed. Real men choose the honor of death to the shame of incarceration.
Oh, good.
Yeah, sure you do.
Circle around the square and head down Tandak for half a mile. Or should that be Parrock Lane? Yes, Parrock Lane. Head west on Parrock Lane for half a mile. Then turn right at the Maiden's Honor Tavern.
North again?
No, west. Parrock Lane has a few twists and turns. Anyway, you should now be able to see the Ivory Tower.
Is it a big tower?
No, only about 5 feet tall, but it's ivory, straight from the coast of the Southlands, bravely cut from the drooling jaws of the gruesome Kandar.
Big creature, 4 legs, large ears, long snout, sort of grayish in color?
Yes, the horror of the Southlands. Many a brave hunter has fallen victim to its ravaging hunger.
Good grief. Okay, then what?
Pass by the tower to the edge of the cliff and look down. The rolling man has built his home on the cliffside. It's a wonder he's not been washed away
So
by the
here?
storms.
I hope I got all that. Basically, go west until I hit the edge, right?
Yes, that would be correct.
Oh. So do I just... So I just... Okay. Alright, go to the city. Go here. Wow, that was easy. Holy shit. Okay. So let's save. Let's save. 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 I don't know why it does that. It's really weird, but... Oh, we should read April's diary before we get heavily involved in this shit. Nothing. Okay. Fine. Be that way.
That's probably Mr. Westhouse.
Is there anything to look at over here? Let's just go back to the city. Screen door. Let's just talk to him. Oh god.
Hello, Mr. Westhouse?
Damn, Mason, what is it now? Oh, well, guess you're not calling on behalf of that son of a bitch Sanya, are you?
Sorry,
No.
I don't know who...
No, that's very unlikely. From what I hear, he doesn't much enjoy the company of women. Well, who in damnation are you?
April Ryan, sir.
Ryan? Doesn't sound very Northlandian. Are you by any chance from the coast of... Yeah, hold on. Ryan? April Ryan? I'll be damned. You're from Stark.
Apparently. Until today, I thought I was just from Earth. I had no idea there were 2 of them.
Takes you by surprise, doesn't it? Well, goddamn. Sit down, Miss Ryan. Let me get you a drink.
So far seems nice and normal. I'm glad we didn't have to, like, wander everywhere to find this place. That would have sucked. Okay, that's my drink that you just drank.
The liquor over here stinks to high heaven. Magic pollutes the purity of the spirit, but I keep a bottle of Glenfiddich for special occasions.
Thanks for the offer, sir, but I didn't come here to have a drink.
Really? I see. This isn't a social call.
No, sorry.
Oh, no matter. It's still a pleasant surprise to meet someone from home. Now, what may I do for you?
I have a map for you. Of a delivery?
I have a delivery for you.
A delivery? When did the U.S. Postal Service start delivering mail to Arcadia?
It's from the map merchant at the market. It's just a map.
Oh, good. I've been waiting, Faye. Hold your horses. What are you doing working for the Guild? Are you planning on staying in Marcuria? I'd strongly advise against it, Miss Ryan. Arcadia may look like a pastoral fairy tale realm, but it's not. You bleed as easily here as you do in Stark, and magic can do more damage than a gun.
I'm not planning on staying, but I had to find you. The map merchant was the only one who knew where you lived, and he wouldn't tell me. So I got him to hire me, and you were the second delivery on my list.
Gods. Carrick and his misguided loyalty. I'll have a word with the man. Thanks for the map, though. I collect them. There's not much else to do in this godforsaken city.
Poor guy. He's stuck.
Cortez told me to look you up.
He did he? I see. Who's Cortez?
You don't know him?
I think not. I'd certainly remember. Did you say Cortez? You wouldn't be talking about old Manny Chavez, would you? Well, he ought to be dead by now, but then, by all rights, so should I.
I don't know his first name, but he calls himself Cortez.
Tall fella, mysterious and elusive, rarely answers a question with a simple yes or no. Smokes like a chimney?
Aside from that bit about smoking like a chimney, it sounds exactly like Cortez.
Manny. I'll be damned. That old crook is still around. Well, how the devil is he?
I don't know.
He's good.
Sucked me
Where
into
do you know
here.
him from?
Oh, my old life back in Stark. We had some exciting adventures, him and I. Actually, he's part of the reason I ended up here. I last saw him in the winter of 1934.
Whoa!
But that's almost 300 years ago.
Yeah. Funny, isn't it? And I'm sure he doesn't look a day older than he did back then. The handsome devil.
Well, if I'm going to accept magic in parallel worlds, I might as well accept people living 300 years.
Oh, no, you misunderstand. I'm only 46. I arrived here about 15 years ago, but I left Stark in 1934.
What?
Between the worlds, where you dream time has little meaning. I was trapped, you see, for quite a while.
300 years?
Time went by pretty fast. It didn't seem so bad at the time, but now that you mention it, 300 years, quite disconcerting, really. Quite disconcerting.
What'd you do?
Cortez said to look you up when I wanted to go back home, to Stark.
Now, why would he say that? I'm not a shifter, and I don't know any magic. I'm sorry, Miss Ryan, but you'd be better off asking the Sentinel priests for assistance.
Then why'd he direct me to you?
Already did. They said I was on my own, that they couldn't help me.
Bloody typical. Those reactionary fools wouldn't extend a hand to help a drowning man if it violated the principles of their bloody balance. But I can't think why Manny would tell you to visit me in order to shift home. It just doesn't make sense.
How'd you end up here?
How did you end up here in Marcuria?
That's quite a story. I won't bore you with the details, but suffice it to say, I was always somewhat of an adventurer. The promise of virgin territory untouched by civilization held great sway with me in my youth, as did the idea of a highly spiritual state of mind. The occult, magic, karma. I was born in 1902 in Boston. By the time I was 17, I'd put that life behind me. I spent the next 3 years at sea, and then I wandered around Europe for a time. In the early 30s, the 1930s, of course, I found myself in India, working as a journalist. That's where I met Manny, and that's where I first heard of Arcadia. I was amazed and quite skeptical at first, but the thought of a whole new world to see and magic? I was a fool, of course, but who knew where my curiosity would bring me?
So what exactly happened? How did he lure you here?
So what happened in India?
I've tried to forget about it, to be honest. If I could go back and convince myself not to... but I still wouldn't have listened, of course. The unknown tracks. I ended up in Tibet in the winter of 34, wading through snow up to my chest, thinking for sure that this was it, and I was going to die. Manny pulled me out of that one, thank God. I spent 3 months in a monastery before pushing on into the void. There's only one way for a non-shifter to pass through the divide, and it's not an easy road to take. Now, if you don't mind, I'd prefer not to talk about the past anymore. There's more than enough to worry about in the present.
I should get going.
Wonder what you've
Very
done
well.
in the present.
You're welcome back at any time, Miss Ryan. Anytime.
Thank you, sir. I'll remember that.
The bottle.
It's a brown, slightly cloudy liquor.
I wonder what happens when I
can't hold my liquor.
Ah.
I'll be spending the rest of the day doubled over, staring into the ocean, and, I'll just not have any. It's Brian Westhouse, expat and minor recluse.
Okay. Is he
Hello,
saying anything
Mr.
else?
Westhouse?
Back again so soon, Miss Ryan?
So he's just a drunk.
I should get going.
Okay, there's
All
nothing
right.
to say. Okay, so we're going to save real quick. And I'm going to take a break. And when I come back, we will return and go complete our map jobs and get money and hopefully get the bird back. So stay tuned. I'll be right back.